Hey Scorpios, it's Amber here at Persephone's Journey Tarot, formerly known as Symbols for Living. Hope you're very well. This is your love reading and general reading for the mid-month period between July the 15th and August the 15th. It is for you if you have your Scorpio, sorry, if you have your Sun in Scorpio, your Moon in Scorpio, your Venus in Scorpio, your Rising in Scorpio, or your Descendant in Scorpio. Any major placements in terms of life changes, you know, that are in Scorpio, like those more personal signs, personal planets. This reading could definitely have some messages for you, you know. So, yes, please do like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. Please do feel free to donate, to book a reading, or, you know, purchase the extended reading, or even buy a mug. I sell mugs too. I also am on Instagram, Facebook. I've got, all those things. Support the channel, by the way. I also have Facebook weekly readings, both love and general, but they are for everyone. It's like looking at the overall energies available to us. So it's more kind of connecting with the planetary energies and what's kind of available to us and what energies we can play with. So, you know, if we had a 10 of Cups day, say for instance, or a 4 of Swords day, we know that that day may not be the best day for communicating, or the 10 of Cups day. The 10 of Cups day may be a great day to, you know, you might make plans to see someone, or to kind of have an emotional conversation, or have a party, you know. So that's kind of what the weekly messages are about. The monthly messages are a bit more specific to your sign and what you're actually going through. And so are the mid-monthlies. But sorry to ramble on. Lastly, I would just say I'm also on Instagram. I do daily readings now as well. So you can basically get, you know, a whole load of messages just by following me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. So we have got the Star card as the overall energy for you, Scorpio. I keep wanting to say Aquarius. I don't know why. Is there an Aquarius in your midst that you're dealing with? We've got the Star card here. Maybe that's what's like prompting me to keep saying Aquarius. But this is the overall energy for the period. So I think you're being asked to kind of set your bar high, set your standards high, set your vision high, imagine the highest outcome. You know, really allow yourself to dream. Think about what it is that you have for your long-term vision and the success you see therein, you know, and really kind of, I guess, hone in on that and focus on that. So this month is all about preparing, I think, for the future. We do have the Empress card here as well. So there could be also talk of children, a baby, all talks about self-love, self-care, pampering yourself. This also talks about, you know, autonomy and power structure as well. So, you know, as a mother would do in the household, provide a lot of structure probably for her children. But this also talks about order. Also see her here with grains. So it's about harvest, abundance. So there could be an abundance here for you this month as well, in one way, shape or form, whether that be through money, or it could be through every way. I mean, the Empress is abundant in every way. She's abundant in her love life. She's abundant in her work life. She's abundant in her family life. She's abundant in her own personal journey and in her life. So she kind of is just an abundance of goodness and love and comfort even. But this is also an energy of not moving as well. It's quite a stable energy. This is the immovable object card for me. It's very, very feminine. So it's about kind of staying in your love energy, staying in your self-love, not being able to be shaken by events that may occur, and to kind of stand strong in the knowing that you are amazing regardless of what's happening around you. You know, everything around you may change, but you are the one constant, you know, and you are to be cherished and looked after. So there's some sort of self-esteem thing here as well. The the Star card can also talk about that kind of self-love and really cherishing yourself, appreciating what it is that makes you special as well. So there could be a lot of that going on, like a lot of self-love. And all these major arcana as well. We've got the Wheel of Fortune here as well, that's peeking underneath there, and the Queen of Wands again, which talks about confidence, creating your own reality, taking the power of your will into your own hands, and like exercising your will, basically thinking about what it is that I want, you know, putting yourself first and going for that, you know, fighting for that, making it a priority. This is your energy, I think, this month. Very much about developing your own sense of inner power, your own inner power, you know, period. And, you know, it also talks about manifestation, but the Star card is reminding us that, and also the Empress card, is that things take time. There's a gestation period. There's a planning. There's steps that need to be taken. But you are being asked to still take those steps, and to take action in your own life to develop your own dreams and wishes. Okay, so that's the overall energy. It's not too heavy, it's not too big, it's not too much of a big deal, hopefully. It sounds a bit deep. But yeah, I think it's a really lovely energy to have, really, especially at summertime. You know, you can like love on yourself and soak up the sun and really feel pampered just by the universe, just by the earth, you know, just by all the sun rays and the fresh air and the birds singing, everything's blooming. You know, it's just beautiful. So yeah, I think definitely to get out in nature. Nature seems to be a big deal as well. I see a lot of nature in both of these cards: water, swimming. So I think you connecting with nature as well can really ground you, and give you that kind of stability and confidence. And we have got you here with the Ten of Pentacles as your foundation. This is your foundation position. So you are very concerned, I think, or very focused, or very motivated more so by gaining stability in your life, especially financially, having a very good foundation. You know, like how a family kind of is the rock or the backbone sometimes to your life in a way. When everything goes wrong, you can fall back into the arms of your family and moan, or seek support most of the time. Even if it's not the best family, it's still that kind of safe place, even if it actually isn't. You know, it's that comfort. Again, I'm getting comfort. I get comfort zones. You're in a comfort zone as well, especially with the Four of Cups here. This talks about comfort zones, but the Devil card coming straight after it would say that this comfort zone may not be it, you know, you've outgrown it now. You know, it may be time to move forward. The Chariot card is your challenge, and that is about moving forward. Confidence, sensing that there will be a victory as well, moving forward with confidence, overcoming obstacles, and taking the reins, basically. So I think this month you're taking the reins to create stability in your life, to take charge and to go after your goals, your calling. The Star card and the Chariot card both talk about calling, you know, destiny, being inspired by something that just pushes you forward into this, towards your dream. And nothing seems to, even if, you know, the challenges are huge, just like for you with the Chariot card here, or the Chariot card would represent that, you know, you overcome those obstacles no matter what happens. And it looks like this is your challenge, is to kind of stay on path, to gain that confidence. Okay, but it's like a major lesson for you. It's coming up as the Chariot card, not the Six of Wands, or, you know, even the Queen of Wands here. Like in terms of confidence, this is like a major lesson that you need to overcome, really, to gain this longer vision that you have for yourself, your dreams, with the Star card here. But you are very comfortable. I feel that you've been hurt a lot in the past, so you've had a lot of disappointments. You may be quite stuck on someone as well, not wanting to move forward. But really, this is about you not feeling confident about moving forward. It's not even actually, I mean, it could be that you feel this person is your star, is your dream, is your wish, you know, and you could be kind of holding on to that. But there is new love. You have offers around you. There are people around you that want to. There's opportunity. You don't have to stick with this person. You know, if it's a lack of confidence and you think that, oh, I'm never going to find someone as good as them, or that loves me like they do, or that looks as good as they do, whatever it is, you're being told here that actually there's something even better. And there's more. There's just more, you know. If you do decide to just look up and take a look around, If you don't, and it looks like you may not want to make that change. You are a fixed sign, so change does take time for you. And that might be why the star card is here. It's even a me note that, yes, Scorpio will change, or Scorpio will, develop and evolve in that way. But it will take time. The Four of Cups does talk about, things being pretty slow and taking time. But what I was going to say is the Devil card here, you may start to feel quite enclosed. You may feel like the walls are closing in on you a little bit here with the Devil card. You start to feel quite trapped, quite stifled, and feel like you're no longer in control. Feel like, maybe your emotions, your bad habits, what you're used to, whoever you're used to or you're attached to, is actually, one, not who you think they are, and two, you will just start to feel like it's actually holding you back and it's bringing out the worst in you. It's maybe giving you a short temper. It's just bringing out the worst kind of in you, in a sense, with the Devil card here. But the Devil card also is a reminder. The Devil card, for me, actually comes out as a warning and not so much of a prediction. So I feel like it is saying that, if you do choose to not be brave, take action, maybe in love with the Prince of Cups here, I think you will anyway, but it's saying if you don't, then yeah, you will actually just feel more bound in, this energy of feeling stuck emotionally. And it may start to, just make you feel bad, and not really bring out the best in the situations that you find yourself in. You won't be your best, you won't feel your best, you won't be attracting the best. It's just will just like lower your energy, that stagnant energy. I'm also seeing something here to do with karma as well, that it's like could be a karmic bond, especially with the Justice card here. You could be dealing with a karmic bond, so you are being advised here with the Queen of Swords, especially as the outcome, and the King of Swords here. So yeah, like I was saying, there's something good. There's something else that could be offered. That there's a love connection here. Sorry to just go off on a tangent, but with the King and Queen of Swords, show me that there's a coupling here. There's someone that you may meet that you resonate with very well, especially mentally. But I was going to say that, yeah, you are maybe having to kind of pull out your Queen of Swords or your sword and cut a karmic tie with someone, possibly a Capricorn, possibly a Libra. We do have the Empress card there as well, so we could have those energies there. Although Aquarius is coming through pretty strong. I don't know if that's who the couple is. Maybe that's you and this person. Maybe you are dealing with someone who's got strong Aquarius energy or air energy, and you yourself may have planets in Libra, with it being a sign before you. Or you could even be just an air rising or have an air moon or something. But the likelihood is you've got the planets in Libra. If you're a Scorpio, you may have like your Mercury, Venus there, because Venus and Mercury never stray too far from the sun. So they're always one sign away, maybe max 2 signs away, but they're never more than 1 sign away usually. So you probably got, if you're not fully Scorpion and all those personal planets aren't in Scorpio, you've probably got some in Libra or some in Sagittarius. So, but it looks like we're dealing with more Libra energy here. So yeah, with the Prince of Cups, it looks like you are wanting to be brave in love. I love this card. After sorrow, after lessons that were learned in love, after mistakes that may have been made, you're getting back on your horse basically, and you're like, okay, I believe in love. You still believe in love, even though you may have had heartbreaks, like you still believe in love. You could be very focused on a water sign as well. Maybe that's your new love interest, possibly. Maybe that's what this cup is here. You have a new love interest here, and you are wanting to move forward to it, but you could be kind of stuck on previous things or previous heartaches. We see the Prince of Cups here looking deeply into his cup, wondering, I wonder if I can find love. Let me take a chance. I think there's a bit of fear here. But ultimately, you want someone that's loyal. You want someone that's going to stick around, be with you for the next 10 years, someone that you can have children with, grandchildren with, own a home with. And ultimately, you're very driven by loyalty. So you want a lot of loyalty. That's really what you're looking for. So that could be the disappointment. And I think, Scorpios are known for developing quite deep, karmic even bonds. It is a very deep sign in itself, so it can attract a lot of intense experiences. And you could have had a lot of intense experiences, and you could have had, such deep experiences that you still feel loyal to these people. You still feel loyal to someone, maybe. Maybe it's someone that you feel loyal to, but actually it could be making you unhappy to be waiting, maybe, or in this, it's not making you happy. You're not satisfied. You're not getting the emotional satisfaction, I don't feel, from this situation. But the Four of Cups doesn't really talk about sadness really that's being given to you. It's like sadness that you're deciding to keep yourself in, or not wanting to move, not feeling ready to move. So there's a fear basically of the unknown here, but it's going to keep you trapped, okay, if you don't move forward. It could be even a Libra that you were dealing with that has made a decision. Maybe you were married in the past, maybe that's where all this loyalty comes from, and you can't quite let go of them. However, with the Six of Swords here in your environment, you are moving forward. You're developing new ways, or new ways of thinking about the problems that you are having, maybe in terms of your love life. You are getting away from the emotional turmoil and you are moving on. And it could be towards an air sign. If it wasn't that you're leaving an air sign, it could be that you're moving towards an air sign or you're leaving an air sign. But either way, you're looking to find peace. Again, you've got you here with your children and maybe with a new person. So maybe you've met someone new, and it means you, for some reason, leaving a situation that you were maybe previously loyal to, but you're following your heart and you're having to be brave. But maybe you were married, and it's a very difficult transition. And I think that's why it's saying here with the Star card that yes, it may be a difficult transition, so don't think it's all going to come tomorrow. This is a transitional period. There is the Empress, it's a gestation thing, but you just have to remain focused. You have to keep going forward. You have the Ten of Wands underneath that too, where it's showing that you do bear a lot of the responsibility, or you do, the onus kind of is on you in a way, and you definitely maybe feel that way, to ensure that things turn out as you wish, maybe as you both wish. But I think you may be both dreaming of this future if you are now coupled up with someone new. There is this long-term vision. But either way, even if it's not with someone new, you're leaving a stressful situation and you're going on to find peace and harmony. And maybe again, I think that there's people around you that are like-minded that you possibly can talk to. Maybe there's somewhere you can go, travel to, see a friend. But there's people here that will help you. You're not alone, okay? So we have got the Eight of Coins for how you see yourself. So you see yourself as someone who's working quite hard, very focused on the goal. I think you're quite focused on, maybe you're quite focused on making money at the moment as well. Maybe that's what this Ten of Pentacles is really about as well. Also about, often there's multiple messages in one card, especially for a general reading for so many people. So yeah, it could be that you're very focused on work at the moment. That could be really what this is all about as well. That, you maybe feel quite unsatisfied in your current work. You could be in the legal professions. You could be on top of your game, but you may be finding that really you're feeling quite bound in some way by it because you may be too focused on material things, or maybe focused on the wrong things that really feed your ego, then feed your soul or your heart or your mind. It just feeds it feeds into your ego, you know. It makes you feel good, but does it do you any good, you know? And I think that's maybe where you're at in terms of your career. And you're maybe a little bit scared to follow your dreams. But the Chariot card here, being a major arcana, is saying no, you should go for it. The Four of Cups as well is usually advised to really get out of that rut and move forward, especially in this deck. There is something here for you. So you are being advised to move forward. You are wanting to kind of create stability in your life, long-term financial security, and you're working quite hard towards that. This could be you studying, this could be you working in a job, working very hard to achieve that, really honing your skills as well to maybe enable you, to maybe empower you to move forward. You could feel as well that you are on a bit of a learning curve. You may have made a decision to study, you know, and that could be quite boring. That could be what's making you feel a little bit stressed. You maybe have decided to study here with Justice card, some sort of higher level of learning. Yeah, this can also talk about graduation, you know. And you know, if you have recently graduated, you may feel that, oh, what's on offer like isn't really what I want, but you know you have to start somewhere, and it's not about what's now, it's about the dream. So it's about working towards your dream here. So you are working towards your dream here, even that's in a relationship or work. You're putting the effort in to realize that final outcome. So say for instance, now you're a manager of, I don't know, somewhere, you now want to be the area manager, or you now want to be the regional manager, or you want to be the manager for the whole countries, kind of what do you call it, franchises, you know. So you're looking to progress, you want to progress, and there has been an achievement here. You've come somewhere, a decision's been made, but you've got the green light, you've got a tick, you passed it, you know. So well done you. I do feel that there's a congratulations here. You've done well. You've got that piece of paper that says, yeah, you know, you've got your certificate. So we've got the King of Swords here for what you're fearing and what you're hoping for. So again, this is about success. This is about becoming the boss, the CEO. This also talks about higher learning as well, passing. So I feel that you are very close to passing something, like passing an exam or doing well like that, achieving. But I think that's, I mean, this is your hopes and fears. So it's like, if you're hoping for this though, it's like, this is one of the strongest cards in the deck. So if you're reaching for that, you know, you're reaching for the stars, really. You are reaching for the stars. You're reaching for the best of the best. And this could be a doctor. This could be, you know, that kind of profession that takes a lot of study, like an architect or, you know, a surgeon, you know, something that takes many years to perfect and you need a lot of qualifications for. I think you've got a long-term goal here that is going to, that you're wanting to achieve, and it's about mastering the mind in some way, developing the mind, and mastering it, which to me says education and master's degree, possibly. Pertaining to love, I think the Eight of Pentacles here shows that you're really trying to work on the situation. You're trying to maybe work on yourself as well. Put yourself in a better financial position. That could be the case as well. Or you could just be really working hard on the relationship, making a commitment in some way to move things forward if you are committed. If you're single and maybe you have just had, split from someone and you're more like in the recovery stage of that, or I think you are kind of getting over it though. There's this, you're choosing to be here. Again, with the Devil card, you're choosing to be trapped. You don't have to be there. And I think you know that, and you're working on yourself. You're investing in yourself to bring in that maybe sense of emotional stability, especially with regards to your self-esteem and just feeling like you can contribute something. You're trying to build yourself up, polish yourself off, and maybe even get back out there. So maybe you're preparing for that. But the Eight of Coins also talks about making a commitment. So you have made a commitment to yourself, I feel, or to the relationship that maybe you now find yourself in. And with the King of Swords here, it could be, like I said, an air sign that you're focused on. Wanting someone to communicate, wanting to have a good conversation. You want to maybe make plans with this person. You're hoping to make plans and communicate with this person, this new person, or the person you're dealing with. You want to make plans with them and discuss things and really plan for the future. That's what I'm getting here. And that's what you're hoping for. I don't see it as a fear. I think you're hoping for this. Okay. So yeah, that's the reading. As the outcome, we've got the Nine of Pentacles. So this is someone who does feel quite self-sufficient. So you do actually graduate from the 8 to the 9. You do find yourself feeling, you're coming out of this feeling of lack, feeling like I can't do it, I might as well give up, it's never going to get better. You've really moved out of that energy and you've now come into your own here. Like this is like the complete opposite, really, in terms of how you may view yourself and your capabilities. You now see yourself as someone who is very valuable. You love yourself in this card. You value yourself. You now feel like you have a lot to offer. Maybe before you didn't for some reason, but now you really feel like you have the world to offer, and you've got, by the end of this period, you will be feeling like you've achieved a lot and feeling very strong independently, and I think ready to face the world in some way. If you have been, hiding yourself away, not wanting to get involved, the work that you put in does pay off. You do find achievement, and money also looks good too. You've got the 8, 9, and 10 of Pentacles, so money looks really good for you this month. It just seems to be getting better and better, and you find this financial independence. You have everything that you want. So yeah, I feel that this really is a confidence thing. You feel like you maybe can't move forward because of confidence, but staying in that energy is just going to make you feel make you feel less and less confident. So that's where the other card is a warning to say, go for it. Be confident, go for your dreams, whatever it is. Don't think you can't do it. You can. It may take longer. Just because it's not going to come right now doesn't mean that you can't do it. It just may take time. And you've made the great first step, really, this period of, building yourself up, making yourself robust, ready for the 10 Pentacles to come in. Really laying your own foundations for yourself. There's a lot of confidence here, and self-esteem, self-assurity as well. And then we see the Princess of Cups, the Death card, your card, the Scorpio card. You've come through in the reading, lovely, and the Queen of Swords. So the Princess of Cups is saying that, yeah, you are going to be, I think, putting yourself out there in a small way. You may be sending or receiving love messages, maybe from a fellow Scorpio. Maybe that's where the meeting of the minds come in. Yeah, so, and I think they will probably be quite a soulmate as well to you. Like you guys probably will be compatible. But either way, with the Princess of Cups, you're putting yourself out there. You're starting to take that chance in love. Starting to put the feelers out. Maybe starting to go out, being a bit more flirty. Opening up a little bit, You're opening up a little bit. And that's where the transformation does come in. So as you do take those steps towards love, you know, there's going to be a full, lovely, and very beautiful transformation into your best and highest self here with the Scorpio card. Yeah, and it will be a death in a way. It may feel like a mini death. You know, it may feel like a part of your life is completely over. I mean, usually I think for Scorpios, you know, you don't tend to linger. I feel, I mean, you may hold on to things and be scared to move on, but once you've decided to move on, that's it. That part of your life's done. You've moved on. You know, you've moved on. You're very good at that, starting over. And yeah, I feel that it will be good. If there's competition, you may win out on your competition too. Here I'm seeing. The sun is now starting to set on your old life, I feel, your old way of being. You are breaking these habits. You are killing the ego off in a way. Not killing it off means never kill it off completely. We need our ego. So, but you are really, I think, overcoming that and putting yourself before your ego. Okay. The Queen of Swords here, though, as well, does talk about being defensive. So you may still find yourself really questioning people, not taking people on face value. But it's also about being very humorous as well, being very quick and witty. So I think there's gonna be a lot of like really great conversations that that you experience. I think you're gonna meet people, again, like I said, of like mind, lively conversations, a lot of humor. But also I feel that you are also being reminded here to ensure that you aren't too defensive, because you maybe will have the tendency to do that. You know, you may have the tendency to be defensive. As kind of a knee-jerk reaction, not even like you're thinking about it, you would just naturally, it's almost like naturally how you are. So yeah, that's what the cards are saying. That's what you're going to be doing, and it will take time. And I think you are being asked here to be patient with yourself, and to love yourself, and just take it easy, really. Yes, don't give up on your dreams. Yes, it is down to you to make it happen. Absolutely, the onus is totally on you, but you know, there's something good around the corner. Things will just get better and better, just so don't give up. You are on the last part, the last leg of the journey, so don't give up. Don't let the burden stop you, you know. Hold it, pretend it's a baby in your hand, you know, and don't let go. That's why I feel I'm being advised here to tell you, don't give up, keep going, you will get there. Just looking here, there's like blood on the tower there this character is walking towards. I'm trying to figure out what that might be symbolizing. Yeah, I think it's saying here that you need to save yourself. Like, you need to save yourself. It's up to you. But only good things can come from it. It's an upward moving spiral. Things will just get better and better, and there'll be more luck. There'll be more, like I said, there'll be more. This talks about there being more opportunity, luck, abundance, expansion. And I think that's definitely available to you, but I think that you'll be taking baby steps, but you have to save yourself. Like, no one else is going to save you, my dear. I hate that. I wish someone was coming to save me. But unfortunately, we have to do our own kind of inner work, I guess, and fight for ourselves. Hold on to our dreams. Do not let your dreams go. Spirit is saying, do not. You will have victory, especially mentally. There's this sort of mental thing that you're trying to get over. You will have answers. You will have clarity. You will be victorious. Okay. And there's this air sign. Okay. So I think there's like an Aquarius. Okay. Scorpio. That's around that. I think you may need to you know, maybe entertain a conversation with at least. But for some of you anyway, okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this through to the extended, if you're interested, and I'm going to pull some cards from the Rider-Waite deck just to round off the reading and to get an overall gist with just 3 cards, what it is Spirit's trying to say. And then I'll also be pulling some cards from the Amira Love Oracle deck to look at the relationship specifically, to see where your strengths, weaknesses are, what brings you together, what's possibly stopping the union as well, what obstacles you're facing. And so it kind of goes into more of a relationship reading in the extended, and then I pull 3 cards from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck as well to get some more messages from Spirit. But then what I also do as well is I pull 3 cards for the near future, or for the next 3 months, for your work life, and I also include your love life as well, just as an extra tidbit. So yeah, there's quite a lot that goes on. It's about 20 minutes in the next reading. So yeah, join me there. It's a great way to support the channel as well if you do enjoy my readings. And yeah, it's great if you get to know me better too. And yeah, I hope to see you there, okay? Take good care. All right, bye.